All right, last week was bad, man. Everybody could hear it in your voice. You were down, didn't have the enthusiasm that the segment brings every week. You needed a redemption. You had gone and seen the guy for the first time in 6 weeks, I believe, and dropped off a check rather than picking up the cash. Redemption is what the listeners wanted. Redemption is what Mintz gave you. 5-1 last week from Mintzy, and if you took it early enough, I believe the game that he gave you actually played at 4. You probably swept the weekend. Now overall 44-36 and 3 and handing out nothing but dubs heading into a NFL weekend. Mintzy, good morning, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. There's going to be a lot more energy on the segment off the 5-1 week, and now I'm over a sore throat and a cold. And I want to say also, Jordy, it's going to be fun this weekend. It feels like all the fellas are heading to New Orleans, high school state championship games. I'm coming down there.
You going?
For a wedding. Going to go see a show Saturday night at Tipitina's.
Wow.
Hey.
I'm heading to New Orleans for World Series of Poker Biloxi all the next week. So y'all are about to get some of my presents down on the coast. I'm excited about it.
Mintzy, I'll be down there, man. Let's hook up.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, it seems like all the fellas are kind
Kind of a perfect storm brewing down in the Big Easy this weekend.
I even got a babysitter lined up for Saturday night. Your boy's going out. Going to hit the bars for the first time in months. Second time,
I
actually.
definitely will do that. Let's start this week. Like I said, last week, one of the best weeks. I've had 2 weeks like this all season, 5-1. As Jordy alluded to, I gave out the Miami Dolphins -4.5 last Thursday. It went to 3.5 by kickoff, and they won by 4. So just living right last week. But we're going to continue this momentum. I'm feeling good about this board, too.
All right, Mintzy, let's roll.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're going to start. Look, guys, I mean, I'm a Saints fan for sure. I know we've got a lot of Saints fans listening to this. I'm also a petty person, and I'm really enjoying just watching Carolina and Atlanta just completely melt down. And I'm also enjoying betting against them. I can't say that I'm not getting some joy out of that. Carolina, a 1.5-point favorite on the road in Cleveland this week. How can the Carolina Panthers lay points on the road? They're 1-5 on the road. They're having a complete meltdown. They're firing people on the coaching staff. Cam Newton's throwing 4 picks at Tampa Bay. He's got the worst pass D in the NFL. We're taking the Cleveland Browns +1.5.
Let's
and
go.
I think Carolina's about to lose 5 in a row here. And early on, before the season, I said Carolina 8-8 on this show, and it looks like it may be coming to fruition.
Nice call. Mintzy, okay, what's pick number 2?
Pick number 2, like I said, we get to, we're gonna enjoy going at the Atlanta Falcons as well. Got a little bit of a theory on this Atlanta Green Bay game. Obviously, it's boy, how the mighty have fallen here. This was the NFC Championship game 2 years ago. They're combined right now 8-15-1 this year. Man, the NFL stands for not for long for a reason. But I'm feeling this Mike McCarthy getting fired last week. A lot of rumors of friction between him and Rodgers. I'm feeling a Rodgers redemption game here now that McCarthy's out of there. I just kind of feeling the old redemption song story. Green Bay only a 5-point favorite at home over Atlanta. And even with Green Bay struggling this year, Aaron Rodgers still won like 85% of his games at Lambeau Field, and Atlanta's 4-8. So we're taking Green Bay -5 now that they got rid of the bad energy with Mike McCarthy.
Third play of the weekend.
Third play of the weekend. Boy, this one's going to be fun. I can't wait to watch this game, fellas. The Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes battle in Kansas City. What a fun one this is going to be. And Baltimore's won 3 in a row since they put Jackson in the starting lineup, but it's a lot more because of their defense. He's really struggling to throw the ball down the field. He hasn't thrown for 200 yards in a game yet. And, guys, if you can't complete forward passes, how are you going to keep up with Patrick Mahomes at Kansas City? Because you know you're going to have to score some points in this game. Even as good as the Ravens' defense is, KC's going to get their 24 minimum. So I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs by 6.5 at home. The Chiefs are undefeated at home this year. And while I think Lamar's doing pretty well so far, I just don't think their offense can keep up with Kansas City in this game.
Fourth play of the weekend.
All right, fellas. It's y'all also know I'm a man who is a fan of the home underdog more than most.
Yes.
Especially this time of year. You see the home dogs barking. We already got Cleveland +1.5. We got 2 more coming. First up, it's the annual New England trip down to Miami every December where the Patriots just look like crap. For some reason, the Dolphins, when they play New England at home, always give them problems. New England's laying 7 and a hook here. We did get them with New England last week, but I still don't think the offense is going at full bore. Taking the Miami Dolphins +7.5. They always fight hard in the spot against New England. They may not win, but I think it's going to be a very close game.
Leave the northeastern, the snowstorms for South Beach, man. They get down there and party. Fifth play.
Fifth play. Boy, this one's going to be fun. I can't believe I'm doing this, but last Sunday night, that Chargers-Steelers game was unbelievable.
It was awesome.
I know the Chargers kicking the three field goals with all the Steelers off sides, but I think Pittsburgh got gutted in that game, blowing that big lead. And then off of Sunday night, they got James Conner out. They're traveling cross country to play with we'll admit it's not a good Oakland Raiders bunch, but I was impressed that Oakland fought hard against Kansas City and the LA Chargers at home the last couple of weeks. And Mike Tomlin, every year the Steelers are good for one of these road games out of conference or out of their division where they just play like crap inexplicably. They've done it every year under Tomlin. Taking Oakland plus 11 at home.
Wow. Wow.
Steelers effort on Sunday.
Okay.
Feeling himself after last weekend with this Raiders play. All right, last one of the weekend.
Last one of the weekend's a total, but I got to be honest, guys, this is one of my favorite over-unders the entire season. First of all, the Denver Broncos, who, I got to say, Vance Joseph, I came on here 6 or 7 weeks ago bashing them. Talk about them turning it around. Won 4 in a row.
Yeah, man.
Wins against Pittsburgh, win at the LA Chargers. They're at San Fran this week, but Denver, horrible news yesterday. They traded Demaryius Thomas a few weeks ago. Emmanuel Sanders goes down with a torn Achilles in practice. They are down to Cortland Sutton's their number one receiver, is a rookie. Philip Lindsay stepped up, but there's basically just no weapons on this football field on either side. San Fran's got Nick Mullins at quarterback, a third stringer. They've got a ton of injuries. I love under 45.5 this Denver-San Fran game, guys. I think Denver wins like 20-6 here. I just do not see where the points come from. Denver's got the number 2 defense in the NFL going up against the third-string quarterback. And I also think Denver's lack of firepower. So really like under 45.5 in Denver at San Francisco. And I'll review these for our loyal listeners. Cleveland Browns plus 1.5 as a home dog against Carolina. Green Bay Packers -5 at Lambeau Field versus the Atlanta Falcons, or the ghost of the Atlanta Falcons at this point. Miami Dolphins plus 7.5 as a home dog against New England. Oakland Raiders plus 11 as a home dog against Pittsburgh. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs -6.5 at home against Baltimore, and under 45.5 at Denver and San Francisco.
Mintzy, great work this week. Fantastic last week with the 5-1. Now overall 44, 36-3. We got a listener asking if you're taking any action on Saban jumping to the NFL over in Green Bay.
Ooh, Saban. I don't think so, because this Tua. I really feel like Saban has not had a quarterback like Tua. He's won with so many of the game manager types, and now that he's got the explosive offense of Tua, I feel like I'd be surprised if he left.
Mintz, enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
Heck yeah, we'll be in touch. And Jordy, looking forward to hearing you call the state championship game.
Absolutely. Looking forward to get down there
All right,
tomorrow.
Mintzy.
From room 817 in North Louisiana, Ben Mintz checking in